Next, we are going to see the next type, multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, there is only one subclass or there is only one derived class, and it can have any number of base classes. Okay, through multiple inheritance we can create any number of base classes, but it can have only one derived class. So this is the syntax of multiple inheritance. So class, subclass name, this is syntax of multiple inheritance. Class, subclass name, then access mode specifier, base class 1, then if the program consists of another base class, we can also give that access mode and base class 2. So this is the method of giving the subclass. Okay, then inside that we can give the body of the subclass. So this is the syntax of declaring the derived class in multiple inheritance. Okay, so in multiple inheritance there is only one derived class, but it can have any number of base classes. Okay, this is a sample program of multiple inheritance. So here vehicle is the first base class. Okay, vehicle is the first base class, and inside that, instead of member function, I create a constructor here. Instead of member function, I created a constructor here named as vehicle. Constructor is also a member function. Vehicle, then cout, this is a vehicle. So this is the task which is performed inside this constructor. Then close the base class. Again, I created another base class, the second base class, that is class 4-wheeler. So this is the base class. Then inside that, I also give a constructor named the same class name. I created another constructor, 4-wheeler. 4-wheeler is the constructor, and inside the constructor I just give a cout statement, that is cout, this is a 4-wheeler vehicle. This is a 4-wheeler vehicle. Then close the class. Close the class. Now this program consists of 2 base classes. Now I am going to create a subclass for these 2 base class. So this is the subclass derived from these 2 classes. That is class car as the subclass name, and public vehicle as the first base class. Next, public 4-wheeler as the second base class. Like this I can give class car as the subclass name, then public vehicle is the first base class, public 4-wheeler is the second base class. So this subclass named as car can get the properties of these 2 base classes, that is vehicle and 4-wheeler. Inside that I wrote anything. I just keep it at empty, just created that class. That's it. Then start the main function. Inside the main function, I created an object for this subclass. I created an object for this subclass, car object. So we all know that what is the function of constructor? When we create an object, the construct is invoked automatically. The construct is invoked automatically. So here car object, we create an object for this subclass car. So this is the subclass. So this is the base class of this car is vehicle and 4-wheeler. So we know that the subclass car can get the properties of vehicle and 4-wheeler. So the vehicle and 4-wheeler classes consist of 2 constructors. So when we create an object for this subclass, the constructor of these 2 base classes also invoke. Okay, when we call the object, when we create an object for this subclass, at the same time the constructor of this base class is also invoked. Okay, so here it consists of 2 constructors, vehicle and 4-wheeler. So these 2 is invoked. These 2 is invoked at this statement. Then return 0. So the output looks like the first constructor, this is vehicle, that is printed. The next constructor consists of four-wheeler. Constructor consists of, this is four-wheeler vehicle, that is also printed. So this is the output of this program. So in multiple inheritance, there is only one derived class and it can have any number of base classes. Then the derived class can acquire the properties of base class, all the base classes. Okay.